welcome back. It's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today from Mattel in their Masterverse line, we are featuring the Princess of Power, Hordak. Alright, so Hordak is the Princess of Power. Beautiful figure. I bought this on sale at my local Target. It's normally priced, I think, like at $29, but mine was discounted for $14.99. It's part of the post-holiday sale. I've heard that other Targets, some people have reported that they've actually purchased it for even less, like maybe $9. So it might vary from store to store, so check your local Targets. I'm a big fan of Hordak. He's one of my favorite Masters of Universe characters. As you can see here, this one has the different color scheme with the blue and the black and the red, as opposed to the other color scheme, the gray, the black, and the red. I don't really mind, the differences between the toy model versus the animation model. For me, Hordak is Hordak. Lots of accessories, so it's well worth the value in terms of it being a deluxe figure, especially if you can find it on sale. On the back, some beautiful artwork. Hordak on his throne, surrounded by some of his henchmen, the Horde. Hordak, the ruthless leader of the evil Horde, banished from Eternia by his pupil Skeletor, the vile Hordak rules the planet Etheria from the Fright Zone with cruel technology and dark magic. This ruthless tyrant delights in the pain and misery of others, even those in his evil Horde who are most loyal to him. And here are some of the other figures in the wave. She-Ra, He-Man, that is actually the CGI animated He-Man. Zodak, Skeletor, and Catra. And I believe this Skeletor is also, I think, the CGI animated one. Alright, so let's get started with the Princess of Power, Hordak. Alright, so he has multiple accessories. He has his crossbow. I think this is... He has his Horde shield. He has the alternate arm, so if you want to get rid of the blaster arm, you can just swap it out. He comes with the mechanical claw that you can attach to the forearm. Multiple hands, and he comes with this blast effect. Alright, so for the sake of this review, I'm just going to strictly just review the figure. This is an older figure, so chances are you could probably find a full review on YouTube. He has a cloth cape, which I'm not very fond of. I'm not a big fan of cloth goods on my action figures. Alright, so we have the Princess of Power, Hordak. So, whoa. Alright, so the arms, if you want to swap it out with the other one, I guess it detaches pretty easily, surprisingly. I didn't think I thought it'd require more effort to detach it, but apparently not. Which is okay, I guess, but mine's a little bit too loose. And then here's the blaster effect. So if you wanted to, you could attach to his forearm. It's kind of a tight fit. And you could pose it. Maybe it's the 4th of July and he wants to celebrate the holidays or something. Alright, this bothers me. The fact that the arm just keeps on popping off. Like, I understand it's supposed to be interchangeable with the other one, but it should have some, like, it should have some clutch power. It shouldn't be completely, like, loose like that. Alright, so let's get started. All right, so I think I'm a kind of indifferent in terms of the color scheme. Like, I know there's the gray and black Hordak versus the blue and black one, but for me, Hordak's Hordak, and this arm just keeps on wanting to fall out. All right, let's take a look at the sculpting. This guy doesn't want to focus either. Or there you go. All right, so his head is almost too white for my taste, unless it's, strictly going off the animation model, which might be the case. I kind of prefer his head to be a little bit off-white, like with some of the other toys. But this is all right. The expression is nice. I love the Horde emblem on the body armor. It's even trimmed with like bone pieces. It looks cool. I dig the armor on his upper arm there, and here's the wrist gauntlet. Looks nice. The blaster arm kind of has like this piping along it. Looks all right. Nice silver metal finish for the forearm here for the blaster or the robotic claw, depending on which accessory you want to outfit it with. Very soft cloth cape. Even though I'm not a big fan of cloth goods, I think this one's pretty nice for the most part. It doesn't really catch onto like my dry skin like other materials do. As you can see, the body armor here clips on and off. Mine's kind of falling off. And again, the arm's very problematic. Doesn't want to stay on. And I can't get the body armor to lock in place. It doesn't want to close on one side. So I don't know. That might be another mark against this figure. Yeah, I'm not going to force it. All right, in terms of his articulation, for now I'm going to leave this arm off. It's kind of bothersome. The head rotates, but it's kind of restricted by this bone-looking back plate, helmet guard sort of deal. Kind of like this gets in the way. And this is actually a separate piece from the chest armor. His arms, standard articulation, much like other Masterverse figures. The double pinned elbows, the bicep cut, articulated wrists. I think he has a cut mid-torso. Yeah, you can kind of see it right there. Waist swivel. Standard articulation for the legs. Much like the other Masterverse figures. We've seen this before a million times. Pinless design on the knees. Articulated ankles. Overall, it's a solid figure. Is this something you need? I think just on the basis of who the character is, yeah. I kind of feel like he's one of the heavy hitters in the Masters of the Universe. Growing up, I always kind of saw the introduction of Hordak and She-Ra as almost like a second stage of development of the storyline and the characters. For me, growing up in the 80s, I always kind of felt like He-Man and Skeletor in their generation was kind of defined, by those core characters. But then I think with the release of the animated movie and the introduction of like Hordak and She-Ra, it kind of like, it almost felt like another chapter in that universe's story. And I definitely feel like, long after that, with the other fictions, like the comic books and the continuation of like the classics line, it seems like they really started to develop and grow the fiction and the importance of those characters. And Hordak is definitely, a heavy hitter in that regard. So I do think it's worth the purchase. But if you can find them on sale, I say, pull the trigger, definitely. It is bothersome, at least on my figure, that the interchangeable arm is a little bit too loose. It doesn't require a lot of effort for it just to fall out. As you can see right there, I could push it in, but then it just detaches. So, that's kind of a mark against it. But on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give this guy just a low 8. I have some issues with the articulation. The accessories are cool, but there's something about this figure. It doesn't feel as natural to pose and move as some of the other figures in the line. But it's Hordak, you know, so I think, you know, with that being said, it's, I don't know, he kind of gets a pass. But it's well worth the purchase. But like I said, just get them on sale. All right, so let's wrap this one up. See, there it goes again. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.